Hi, I'm Maisha Hausasamote, Principal Economist for Trinity Economic Development, and I'm here to talk about the State of Black Oakland Political Scorecard 2020. The State of Black Oakland Political Scorecard 2020 is a 10-category scorecard indicating the impact, percentages, and comments of specific statistics related to Black communities in the city of Oakland. Today, I'll go through each category, talk about the percentage impact, talk about estimated numbers. I'll provide brief comment and possible solutions. Let's start with the population. The population of the city of Oakland that identifies as Black is roughly about 107,500. That's 25% of the total population of the city of Oakland. This number is alarming since the number fell by 50% over 10 years. It's really due to economic terrorism driving out Blacks. Opportunities for employment within the city have darkened, as well as opportunities to thrive as a Black person in the community. The solution is a citywide policy supporting local Black populations with an idea to increase quality of life. The campaign is Hire Black, Buy Black, Promote Black. Another solution is to adopt a diaspora district. District 6 is one of the best districts to look at adopting this. The area from 73rd and MacArthur to 83rd and MacArthur is a great area to start. In that area, there are many businesses that have closed down. It's an area that could use revitalization. Unemployment. Unemployment figure is from 18 to 65 years of age, and this measures the number of people who are unemployed and looking for work. That's 10%. It's the highest in the city. It's roughly about 7,525 people based on the 107,500 person number. Solutions to this are guaranteed city jobs to local Blacks at wage levels regardless of income, credit, and criminal background, depending on the job function. Letters of recommendation program, mentor programs, and employee referral programs. Labor force participation. This also impacts adults ages 18 to 65. 35% of the Black population is impacted by this category. That's roughly 26,338 people. The solution to this, guaranteed workforce training to local Blacks with job placement, regardless of income, credit, and criminal background, depending on job function. Letters of recommendation program, mentor programs, and employee referral programs. Now, the programs referred to in this document are to be provided by a diverse sample of local Black businesses, organizations, and institutions. This basically shows a holistic approach to uplifting and increasing the quality of life of Blacks in the city of Oakland. Education. 20% of high school seniors drop out of Oakland high schools. That's roughly about 500. This situation can be remedied with a holistic approach, one that specifically narrows down on the 500 on an annual basis that drop out, and one that looks at the spectrum of K through 12. Free digital physical tutoring service, K through 12, regardless of income. Celebrate Black Scholars, K through 12. Guaranteed admission and free college for high school 4.0 students from city institutions. Mandatory Black History curriculum for public K through 12. Fund Black art and music programs. Fund private coaching programs and leagues for Black athletes. Training for unconscious bias for teachers. Employ Black teachers, administrators, staff commensurate with the local population, and provide incentives for Black retired teachers to return. Support community cooperative schools on public land. Health. The health category refers to Black maternal mortality being the highest in the city. That roughly impacts about 6,289 women. The solution to this is a free maternal health program, regardless of income, end medical apartheid with a Black medical bill of rights, written by local Black doctors, including drug and mental health services. Arrest rates. Arrest rates are roughly about 10% annually of the population of Blacks in the city of Oakland. That's roughly about 10,750 people. That's the highest rate in the city. Solutions to this: abolish low-level probable cause car stops and walking stops. Prosecute false reports. Abolish police upcharging practices. Increase training on unconscious bias. Increase contracts for Black security companies. Income. The income number looks at the number of Blacks that make over $100,000, and that's roughly 5%. However, there are 20% college educated Blacks in the area or in the city. Therefore, that leaves about 15% of the Black population that should theoretically be making $100,000 or more. That's a roughly an impact of 16,125 on the population. How do we address this? We require local corporations and institutions to hire and promote local Blacks through tax breaks or ordinance, provide grants to local Black businesses, commercial rent holidays, community improvement loans, provide city income subsidy to all Blacks regardless of income, abolish taxes for Black businesses for 5 years under the program, and have property tax holidays. The unhoused. 3% of the entire Black population is unhoused. However, within the city of Oakland, the Black population is the highest unhoused population in the city. How do we address this? Abolish property taxes for Black seniors 65 and over. Provide a dignified city-funded food insecurity program, regardless of income. Mandate landlords to rent unoccupied properties that have been vacant for 5 years or more. Police department. 20% of the police department is represented by Black officers. That's roughly about 150 officers. However, the dropout rate from the police academy is the highest among all groups at roughly 54%. How do we address this? Free mentor and education programs, city policy addressing hostile work environments and providing a path to promotion, sergeant and lieutenant fast track programs for above bachelor degree candidates, city district living requirements for officers, city demographic mirror program, investigate and fast track all EEOC claims from the demographic. Environment. Roughly about 30% of the Black population is impacted by the environment in Black communities. That is roughly about 32,250 people. Black communities have poor quality parks, high pollution, abandoned autos, and the second highest dumping calls for service in the city. How do we address this? The city should pay local Black third party providers for cleanup and maintenance of parks, dumping, abandoned auto removal, and track maintenance of public landscaping. Require the city to enforce OMC policy, prosecute, investigate, and fine dumping. Graffiti abatement program with community approved Black murals. Hire a Black community liaison environmental officer. Adoption of at least one solution from each category will jumpstart 90% of the local Black population, leading to increased tax revenue within 1 year. Track progress on all categories using simple statistics. Monitor programs to ensure appropriate participation. The data source for the scorecard or sources include the City of Oakland, the FBI or Federal Bureau of Investigation, City Lab, Statistical Atlas, CDC or Center for Disease Controls, Alameda County, and Oakland Unified School District. This scorecard was compiled by myself, Maisha House Asamote, Principal Economist, Trinity Economic Development Group. Any questions regarding the scorecard can be sent to trinityedg@gmail.com. The lens of this scorecard is tweaked specifically for 2020. As the years increase or go by, there may be more solutions that impact more specific demographics within the Black community demographic. Funding options. Increase taxes outside construction companies on sales of remodeled and foreclosed homes. Increase taxes on vacant properties. Require landlords to occupy, rent, or sell properties vacant for more than 5 years. Create a reparations fund to address the Black economic terrorism impact of decades of inequality in the city of Oakland. Redirect funding from other programs. Increase business taxes on non-resident owned businesses. This is your 2020 State of Black Oakland political scorecard. I'm Maisha House Asamote. Thank you for your time.